and that's why we're not ever allowed back to Antarctica. I'll tell you guys that story another time, though.
Oh.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Angel City Stories. How are you all? My name is Mallow. I am joining you all for our fun little Halloween episode, because why not, eh? And joining me tonight are all of these wonderful people who have all dressed up to put on a good show for you. So let's have a little fun. To my direct left, she's got a +4 in punnery, and she's taking down the goddamn man. It's Kits Katassi, played by Cassie.
Lizzo didn't raise us to be no basic bitches. Go vote.
True. This is true. To my northwest, he's trying to sell you a used car, or he wants to work on your plumbing. I can't tell which, but it's Titus Halston, played by Alex.
Okay, no los dos.
Porque no los dos. Due north, she's coming into us from another world, and she wrestled a bear once. It's Eve, played by Wild.
I've seen what space bears look like, and it's glorious.
Mwah. Glorious. Edgelord himself to our northeast. He is dishing up a baker's dozen of pain. Also, he looks like he's going for the heavyweight title this Sunday. It's Muffins.
I'm only 90% murder hobo.
Played by Joe. And finally, to my right, he is the Underground's best bud and not third eye blind tonight. It's Bunny Boi, played by Pete.
We're professionals. We get paid.
Wait, you get paid for this shit?
Experts.
Damn.
Yeah.
I gotta do stuff more now. Holy shit. I wasn't ready for that.
Just remember, money is a social construct.
Money is a social construct. It is.
Like a UFC fighter, all I gotta do is wave a condom banner, and I get paid. I mean, as far as the stream funding.
Right. The what is it? The bantamweight, the lightweight title is now up for grabs. So just get it going, Pete. We gotta get you in there, man.
I'm so too fat. No.
I feel like I should be making faces at the camera this whole time.
I mean, why not?
Your face is making a face. You have resting Joe face, is the thing.
You do have resting Joe face right now.
I think you're good, Undertaker. Pain coming in.
Oh man, we need a fog machine. Can somebody like 1 hour deliver that over to Joe for the second half of the show, please? Or get some ice.
One of us work for the company that could do that?
Probably. I got shit to do right now, though. Plug our website. If you want to learn more about the show, log on to www.playidentico.com. It's where you can get fun stickers, like the show's logo. Look at that. It's all pretty. Come on. There we go. Nope, it doesn't want to do it. Okay, cool. You got some gutter punk kids, too. That's beautiful. Somewhere around here in the switch around this week. Oh, look, wait, I found it. Is nice little alien pins. Look at that. It's so cute. It's so cute. We also have in the background of Titus's shot there is the core rule book. It can be signed, and we can ship it to you to your door. You don't even have to go to a game store, though you can go to a game store in the Northwest if you'd like to. If you want to find out anything else about us too, you can also get a digital version of it on Drive-Thru RPG. Just search Identico. We have all sorts of good stuff, plus our first full-length adventure called City of Glass. It is the first adventure of Mice and Man. Go check it out. And the second episode of that is coming out here rather soon, actually, though. Alex and I have been jamming on that coming up. So, more goodness to come.
Maps are being made.
Maps are being made. Can't wait. All right. So, yeah. If you are just joining the show or playing catch-up for us, I go through a couple things that we've been through. So, the team has finished its first bounty. They found a plant and a man named Rocco, and they returned him successfully to a man named Jack Beecher. That has absolutely nothing to do with Beecher's cheese. Nothing to do with Beecher's cheese at all. But
Beecher's?
this is very delicious. The gang got rewarded handsomely for that, and all became more handsome because of the reward. See how that works? Titus and several others went to go get some new tools. Cassie tried her hand at Bob Vila-ing their brand new dorm room. And Bunny Boi has gotten presents bought for him that he doesn't know about yet.
Thanks.
But also fairly certain I installed them last time.
You did install them last time, yes. The gator got a glow up. The gator got a glow up.
The gator can now work at TJI Fridays.
32 pieces of flair. Also, classes have started because now more than half of this crew is enrolled in Angel City University. So everybody but Titus has started their classes in botany, human psychology, and robotics because, of course, why not, right?
This is an anime now.
This is now a slice of life anime. Welcome.
We're well-rounded.
Yeah.
It will be once you guys build the tree mecha, that's 60 feet tall and shoots like, I don't know, giant splinters.
Fucking
How
tree
tall
beard.
are you
You to
reading
blame
my
it all on
mind?
your mom.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Your mom goes to college.
She did. We graduated the same year that I graduated high school. She couldn't just let me have that.
Right?
What a beat.
Right? Stealing everything. Oh goodness. So for everybody else that is in it, it's fall harvest time. Get excited. You guys are doing your classes and things like that, right? So I'm gonna start with Katassi. Cause don't forget, you're the one that set up this whole little rouge.
It's my favorite thing.
Yeah. Just be aware that you're going to have to keep logging in and, keeping up the rouge going.
Hacking and sneaking is my thing.
Okay. Because your main nemesis right now is the registrar, TM. Just want
Got
to
to
put
have
that out
that
there.
notary backup.
Yep. Got to have that notary backup. So today, out and about and on the quad, Eve, you get a text message from your boy Felipe. And basically the text message is, yo, what up, girl?
You up?
Eggplant.
Wait, just to be clear, did Bunny Boi just intercept this text and then ask this guy if he was awake?
Did you? Are you with her all of a
Bunny Boi,
sudden?
did you just do that? I know. Dang.
No, that was out of game. I'm so sorry. I should have tagged that. My bad. My B. I'm sorry.
Goodness.
I feel like
Because
that
I'm
needs to be a
talking
tech
about far more than I am.
glitch.
Yeah.
It just randomly pops in there. I'm gonna have to correct it. Okay, well I'm just gonna text him back. Hey, how are you doing? Smiley face.
He goes, he writes you back and he's like, you got that leaf? You get that plant?
I'm sorry, do you think that I sell drugs?
Whose phone? Who dis?
he for a second it just kind of gets like the crying smiley emoji kind of thing, and he's like, nah, for real, did you get the plant that you were looking for? You hit me up 2 weeks ago about it. Did you ever find it? What was up?
I'm sorry, I'm trying so hard to not just derail it.
Go for it. No, this is it's theater of the mind. Welcome in.
I'm just gonna let him know No, but it did turn into us looking for some really good weed. Do you know where we could find that?
He writes back, he's like, girl, you know we got that. Come on by the spot. We'll hook you up.
All right. See you then.
Cool. Bunny Boy, you get a heads up from your BFF, Sarah Jane, asking if you would like to go to the fall harvest get together tomorrow night.
Let me compose myself. Sure thing. Peace emoji.
She writes back.
What time?
She's right. She writes back. She's like, pick me up at 8. I'll be ready. Don't worry.
Where am I picking you up at?
And she replies back. She just drops a pin basically at where her dorm is.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's what I send back is, oh, okay.
Okay. Titus, you get a call. You get a call from your fixer Jimmy, and he hits you up, which is odd because he doesn't usually call you directly.
Was he calling or is he texting?
No, he's calling you.
Swipe. Yes.
He goes, Titus, I need a favor from you, man.
You need.
I'm not in the city right now. Otherwise, I'd do this myself. But I got a friend. I hadn't heard from her in a few days, and I just kind of if you don't mind, like going by and checking on her. Would you do that for me?
Who's his friend? Yeah, who's the friend?
And he sends you just a headshot of her. And it goes, she goes by Kimmy.
Okay.
And
Does she like? Is she? Here's the thing. Like, I gotta be like, yo, Jimmy's my fixer. Like, does she know you, or does she know you know you?
this is a more personal matter.
Okay. So if I show up at her door, she's not gonna like shoot me in the face.
I hope not. She shouldn't. It's not usually one to be shooting people in the face. That's
All right. You haven't seen her in a couple of days.
Yeah, I ain't seen her in a couple of days.
All right. I mean, yeah, I can check on it.
All right.
Shoot me an address.
And he sends you back a text after the call with the address on it. Oh no! Eve is now Eve right there. Look at that. Got an immediate stand-in and
Forgive
everything.
us for our technical glitches.
It wouldn't be a Wednesday night stream if we didn't have at least one. So
The problem with having an alien on the podcast is that she occasionally gets called back home briefly.
EV phone home.
It's my electric. Yes, it's my electromagnetic presence. You know, just
Just
screwing everything
lighting up
up.
the internets.
Like all of our lives.
Yes.
And
Pretty
my
much.
heart.
Who am I lighting up?
Nobody just yet, but we'll get there eventually.
Distinctly hear the whir of a minigun spinning up in the background.
Well, you have a new weapon on Muffins now.
I haven't picked
That's
it up
true.
yet,
You
unless
have
we
not?
want to fast forward that.
Well, I mean, if you want to
Speaking-
go pick it up, you can go pick it up.
Yeah,
Speaking
I
of
want
which-
to pick it up.
Yeah.
That was going to be my next thing. Is I was going to text the tailor over at Hades.
Yep.
And be like, yo, Hades, you got my my new suit yet?
You just get a text back.
New phone, who this?
No, you just get a text back that's just like, yeah, man, you coming?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll shoot Joe a text and be like, yo, let's go pick up some stuff at Hades.
Do it. Also, at some point, time permitting, I need to go see that dude about the Prov communications kit.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And then I'll shoot a group text to everyone going, hey, we're running back to Hades to pick up that stuff we ordered the other day.
Word. Cassie, what is Katassi doing?
Hang on, I think.
Well, she's still staring at the remnants of her yarn wall. You can see
That's just sort of
right over
like,
there.
yeah, it's just kind of leaning
Realism.
off to the side. Yeah,
Her abysmal failure
yeah.
in a pile over there. So she's been studying,
Yeah.
getting all prepped and ready to make her presence on Angel City University a thing, a reality.
So
More than digital.
more than digital. When you're doing the studying and stuff like that, are you also sort of like prepping like your apps and like what kind of like prep work do you do as a hacker? Like, are you doing like half and half, or like how are you kind of making that work?
So I'm trying to do some automated things to check the, stay in the registrar system, make sure no one's poking around, put some like tracking stuff in our particular profiles, keep some things to watch our fund levels, alert us, re-up if we drop below a certain, fund percentage. Things to alert us if suspicious activity comes across our profiles, or if we're showing up in searches a lot, that kind of thing.
Gotcha. Okay. Roll me, while you were doing this, roll me a networks check.
What are you laughing at, Wild?
What do you think she's laughing at? For those of you at home, Joe is the Undertaker, basically. Or something. We don't know what he is.
I will have you know, I punched the power switch with my coffee mug.
And all of a sudden, his whole camera just went dark.
That's going to happen a few times in the stream tonight, because this is currently running on a battery, and I get like maybe 45 minutes on it.
The only thing that was showing for just a few seconds was just your cheekbones and eye sockets.
Yeah, that.
That's almost worse.
Yeah. I don't know which one's worse. Oh, Katassi.
I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5. Okay. As you are going, you see just the sprite of like, it's a very pixelated like something that's just always like just out of reach as you're working, but it's not kind of like, it kind of comes and goes and comes and goes, and it's just kind of like always like just a little bit out of reach.
A little sprite, you said?
It feels like a little sprite, like it's pixelated, like you can't quite make out like what it is, which is not usual for you.
Is it as trippy as the McDonald's sprite?
Is it trippy as a McDonald's sprite? No, it's not on the Travis Scott menu. Unfortunately. Also, McDonald's, if you'd like to sponsor us, hashtag not an ad. You are, while you're going through all of that, you happen to come across a couple of smaller pictures of the absolute fun that you guys had shaking off the third eye and a as yet unnamed other assailants that you put into the side of a telephone pole on your last mission.
Is this when we were leaving Rocco's apartment?
No. There's very clearly a picture of a 9-foot Rav standing out in the back of a all-terrain vehicle with ground effects on the bottom of it.
I was going to say,
right.
For me to remember things, you need to frame it in a way that surrounds people I've killed and or things I've shot.
This definitely surrounds that.
Okay. About 26 murders ago, you said this one.
Yeah. So, if you want to, take care of that, you know what to do. Roll me that software check, but you were able to find some of that stuff. Eve, when are you headed over to Felipe's?
Remind me, did I make it back from the Quickie Mart?
You did.
And that was that was before Hades, and then we went back to the room, right?
Correct. Yeah. You went and filled up on tamales, went back to the room, booked it to Hades.
Okay. I'm going to semi-arm myself, I guess, since I am going to go and see underground people. And ask Katassi if she has a minute and if she would like to come.
It's 2099. You can't call them underground people. They're mole Americans.
Hashtag justice for mole Americans.
I wasn't trying to marginalize anybody, and I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
The moles of America.
The moles of America. Titus, you're gonna need to write that in the next chapter, please. Go ahead. And
They all spawned in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Writing it down.
Amolikins. There we go. There we go. We got to it. Amolikins.
Can I just take a second to point out how incredibly difficult this is to read my book with only a single source of light and it's red right underneath my eyeball?
That sounds like a personal problem.
Are you getting old? It sounds like you're getting very old over there.
Sounded as edgy as your costume.
Putting the Grandpa and Grandpa Joe today, eh?
You got a phone in a PDF version?
Don't you guys have phones? No.
Don't you guys have phones?
Yeah.
Did you miss the part where Lizzo didn't raise us to be basic bitches?
Right.
I did a whole thing at the beginning about it.
Listen, this is not just any red light here. This is a fancy schmancy RGB LED wand, okay?
Is that your
That I bought from
lightsaber?
Mallow. No, I got my
Miss
lightsaber over here.
I was like, you're really trying hard not to say lightsaber.
I spent like 10 years selling wands.
Yeah. Yeah. That's something that we do.
Yeah.
Oh, chat sips pumpkin spice latte. Cheers. I'm with you.
Cheers.
Yeah. Okay, so Wild, Katassi, are you also gonna go with Eve? All right, cool.
Yes, and I rolled a 10 that you asked for earlier.
All right, you are. I mean, this is just sort of making the sort of like the splat sheet kind of round, so it's not too hard for you to make it disappear. This is not hit mainstream news or anything like that for it. So now, Wildling, you have been to Felipe's place several times. He and you are early members of a very select group of folks that tend to take things a little personally sometimes when bad things happen to Mother Nature. You tend to get a little righteous about that. So, for you to come over to Felipe's place, like, is nothing out of the ordinary, right? Like, it's nothing too big. You guys can kick it every once in a while. So, as you roll up, like, you just give a quick knock on the door, basically. And it's kind of a practice knock, right? Like, it's like a heads up. You're like, yo. And you see a little bit of a fisheye up in the top right-hand corner of this, like, overhead perch. Kind of open up, kind of look down at you, and then you hear the door unlock in front of you. And so as both of you walk in, it is as close to, like, a cybernetic frat house as it possibly could be. It looks like a playground to you, Katassi. Like, the whole bottom floor is like yarn walls and like vid screens, and I mean there's reports up on every other screen of people trying to get different people that this group is like looking into and stuff like that. And when Felipe sees that Katassi is with you, Eve, he kind of walks up. He's like, yo, she cool? Is she cool?
She's me. I trust her.
All right. And on one of the walls, just kind of like scribbled in, is like the letters G, B, B, W, U. And then Katassi, as you start to kind of look around and you start to kind of put two and two together, like, this is the type of place, like, if you were building this back in your dorm room, like an actual yarn wall and things like that, you'd be like, oh, I'm putting 2 and 2 together. Okay, that makes sense, right? So, wow.
But what is the Great British Baking and Welsh University doing with all of this equipment?
things you don't quite understand or perceive just yet, unfortunately.
I'm very curious.
All right. Eve, what do you do? Felipe's coming up here with you and stuff like that.
I mean, obviously, I do our super secret best friend handshake first.
Yeah.
Nice.
Lot of elbows and hands. Yeah.
Handstands. At least one time, there's like a lift. I vaguely remember some windmills and a little bit of head banging, and all told, it takes about half an hour.
All right, that sounds good. Katassi, you see the most elaborate patty cake / hand. Like at one point in time, they get up on handstands and then foot 5. Like it's like you didn't think that Eve was this nimble, quite like that. Like you had seen her in action, but not quite like this. Like this is a whole nother level of cray. So
I'm into it. I immediately need to join this best friends club.
Felipe kind of looks over and he's like, "New member? Question mark?"
No.
Okay.
Just a very close friend.
All right. You
You'll
know
think
we always
we'll
trying to
go.
like. All right. We always trying to find, you know what we trying to do here. And he motions you. He's like, "Come on back into the kitchen." And so he walks you through, and this sort of like 2-story kind of house apartment kind of piece, right? Like if you imagine as you walk into the foyer, you can see sort of like a living room, or what would be a living room is off to the right, and what would be like a dining room is off to the left, and both of them have been taken over by this whole contraption and stuff like that. A set of stairs runs up the middle as you're getting through, and then there's a hallway kind of like to the right of the stairs, and you walk down that hallway, you get back to the to a like kind of smallish kitchen, but it's it's got plants everywhere. It's fully stocked in terms of food, but it's not like extravagant or anything like that. Like it's very practical. It's very pragmatic, and he puts down basically a bag with leaf in it, and kind of looks at you and he's like, "You know what we gotta do?" And so the price of it. Basically, this was grown back there, and he points out, and in the back garden is like, you can see it from the inside, but you know that Felipe has it where like nobody else can see it. Like if they look in the backyard, it looks like just a yard, like from like Full House or some shit like that. But it is filled with just lush plants. And he's well known for this particular bud. And so, he's more than happy to share amongst another leader in this group. And he throws it down to you. He's like, "But I'm going to need you guys to help me out with a couple of things, if that's okay."
Absolutely.
Okay.
I also need to talk to you about something whenever we get a chance. So if you want to partake as well while we finish this business, let's go on to a place that
Thought you
is a
would
bud.
never ask. And he starts to walk out towards the back porch. And then he stops and he turns around and he looks at Katassi. And Katassi, of course, is not very big. She's a little wee in the height range. And she a little wee in height range and a little played out in the look and feel department in terms of her hair. Speaking of which, Eve, what color is your hair today? Because it can, you got the ability now.
I thought you'd never ask. Pretty sure today it is rainbow, multicolor kind of going.
Nice.
To match my my jacket.
Fantastic.
So,
I love it.
isn't it?
All right, so he circles out to the back porch, and as he's walking around to the back porch, he turns back, and he looks back. He's like, "She good, or does she She do, or do we even know? Is this business that we just you and I need to talk about, or is this like she cool to be here with us, or what you need?
Katassi, do you want to come with us, or do you want to just chill out here? I'm totally okay either way, and I just wanted to give you that option because I know this looks like a playground for you, and I'm pretty sure Felipe will be okay with you looking at things.
I'm definitely going to poke around. I have a curiosity, and this seems awkward, and I don't want to listen in.
Okay.
I can definitely get any pertinent info from you later. I miss out on any pertinent info I could be gathering while you have him occupied.
Pay some special attention to the way that he rigged up his the energy systems because this kid's a genius.
Yeah. All right. So, Katassi, we're gonna leave you to play in the playground for a little bit. Eve, you and Felipe out on the back porch, just kind of sitting around. He basically rolls up, and he does it pipe style. And I don't know how you want to do it, but he's gonna do it straight up pipe style. Take a couple puffs, and then hand it over to you as you're going. And as he kind of just lets it out, he goes, "That's the good shit." Yeah. So what you want to talk about?
I would hope it was the good shit. You grew it.
I know, but even the chef has to, be proud of their work after once in a while. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'll take a couple of puffs and pass it back and say, tell me about the job or the help that you need from us first.
That plant you were looking for. You sent me a picture of it, didn't you?
Yes.
We're going to go with yes? Okay.
I don't think I actually got a picture. Honestly, I don't think that we had time to get a picture of the plant between getting it in transit to Beecher.
So I'm
going to say no.
Okay, so he's kind of looking at you. He's like, that's a shame. Because, look, there's some shit we've been looking into, right? And I don't know if this fits into it. I don't know if you got any other word on it. I know you just went and did the job. Got paid, did your thing. I feel you. Don't get me wrong. But if there's, just the chatter, man. The chatter has been crazy coming up from the north right now. There's these motherfuckers called the Third Eye. They've been all over the place. They've been all around the streets. They've been fucking up all sorts of shit. And one of the things they were looking for was some of these plants, right? And I can't understand why. Because as best as I know, they ain't the smartest people in the shed, if you know what I mean. And so I'm trying to get to the bottom of this because as far as I know, some shit's going down, but I can't quite put my finger on what's going down. Right? And I mean, you know what we're trying to do here, right? This is just we sniffing around all sorts of places, right? And it's just kind of fucked up. Everything is just kind of fucked up right now. They done turn everything upside down. But I can't figure out what they're trying to do to it. I can't figure out what the end goal is yet.
Right. And what do you want us to do?
So there's this dude.
What do you need help with?
There is some stuff. I heard through the grapevine that you might have, enrolled, in the university.
Oh, yeah. College student.
Yeah.
We never thought this would happen, but you know what? I'm happy to be here.
Get that higher education, all right? All right? I'm with you, mama. But here's the thing. In that university, one of the corps just dropped a lot of cash. Specifically in the department that you're in. And that seems weird to me. And what I'm thinking is, if you on the inside, we got it in to figure some other shit out then. So I'm asking you if I ain't trying to get in. I don't want to get in. So, but I'm asking to see if you can get out, as in like smuggle some shit. Like we need equipment, we need information. You know, information is gonna be the most important, but we need anything that we can get from there. We got ideas to use. So, I this is a big ask. I know it's a big ask, but I need you to be an agent on the inside for this one.
What did you think I was doing from the start?
I mean,
Felipe.
look, you trying, look,
Come
mama,
on.
look, Mama Bear, you trying to like better your life and shit, and I understand that, but you know, I'm asking you to throw that possibility away. That's all I'm saying. I don't want you to, you know, I don't want you to like, if that's what your goal was to further your life, I wasn't gonna ask you to throw that away. But I mean, if that's what you're doing, yo, peace. He takes another puff. So I mean, if you down, I'm down.
Well, not both.
All right.
For one. Two, would you like tamale?
Sure enough.
I'm gonna pull tamales out of my bag. The fresh ones.
The fresh one, the good ones, right? Yeah.
The good ones.
Yeah.
Let them know that they were made by an abuela.
Ooh.
And as he's eating, I'm going to let him know that I got a clipping from the plant,
All right.
but he is the only person to know for now.
So we can do some.
Period.
All right. I tell you what, we
If I
will.
hear anybody talking about this,
Okay. Ain't nobody gonna talk about this. I ain't gonna tell Sam. I ain't gonna tell Ace. I ain't gonna tell none of them. All right. It's just gonna keep it between you and me. Do you have
Thank
it
you,
on
brother.
you like
Okay.
right now, or is it back at your place?
No.
Okay.
I have
We-
it in a secret location.
All right, that's fair. That's smart. All right, what we need to do then is come up with a time where we can get either into your lab there at the school, or we can get it. I can call a couple of dudes. I can get the stuff that we need. We start to break it down a little bit over here. All right, but I think we can start to kind of figure out what the hell is going on, because these third eye dudes just showed up. They ain't been here but like a year, and they already just basically rumbling all over the shit. And I don't know if y'all run into them yet or not, but like they are not the brightest bulbs in the damn bunch, but they will just start fucking shit up, and that's not cool with me. You know me.
Yeah, we've already handled a warehouse of them before. I'm not too worried about them, to be honest. I just need to know.
No shit. You did what?
It's a story for a different time.
God damn.
I just
alright.
need to know. With all of this coming in, I just need to know, like, you need to be telling me what you hear about the third eye. I need you to be as, forthcoming with all of that information as possible, and I will do my best to see if I can get you some of the DNA from the clip,
Alright.
so that you may play around a little bit and see if we can get something to both replicate it and also neutralize it.
All right. This is what we're gonna do. I like this plan. I like this plan a lot. All right. What you wanted from me? You said you had something for me.
That'll come in time.
All
Just
right.
know I'll be calling on you in some trouble.
Oh, you know I'm a
I will not be
ride.
bringing trouble to your door.
I mean, give me like 10 minutes to pack some shit up. You know how we do. All right. All right.
You have the key to the apartment as well, so
Truth.
you need it.
All right. Hey, how Bunny Boy, by the way?
Good. I think he has a crush.
What? That's crazy, man.
I'm so excited to see how this plays out. We'll see.
That's fucking crazy. And he reaches into, he's kind of wearing a little bit
My
of a
internet's
vest,
so down.
and he reaches into his vest and he picks up a bag and he tosses you that bag and he says, "Give that to Bunny, because I know he probably gonna get hit up a couple more times because he's on to college too, ain't he? He's with y'all right now, right?" All right.
Oh yeah.
Tell him that shit'll make him friends from the get go. Like, tell him just it's cool.
All right.
It's cool. All right.
All right. I'll let him know
zooms
it's
in.
from you too.
Nice.
He zooms in with a smile on his face, but his mask makes him look sad.
This is true. It's like
Now we're all just frightened.
Very happy.
it's like Alien Phantom of the Opera going on up in this bitch. Katassi, you are left to your own devices in 2 different rooms full of computers and some state-of-the-art type shit that you
My
ain't
own
never seen
devices
before.
and some of Philippe's.
And some of Felipe's, exactly. So, what do you do while they're out there having a confab?
Little beeping, little booping. Probably some things are going to require some rolls.
Okay, what do you want to do? What do you want to do specifically?
More cinnamon than gender as far as rolls go.
Okay. You trying to steal anything? You just trying to kind of like take pictures of what they're doing? Like,
Yeah, look around, see if I can get any information that's pertinent to us or interesting or could be valuable.
okay. Give me that roll.
It's a 5.
All right, so you got to fire those dice because that's the second 5 you done rolled tonight. So,
It's my buy dice too, so I'm big mad.
oh no, you gotta get the buy. No, buy dice bad.
Blame
Pirates.
it on the retrograde and Mercury. You're fine.
Yeah, that's true. That is right now.
Biden.
They're
Yeah.
buy dice now. They'll be buy dice later.
Yeah, I mean fair.
Maybe I'll have them switch teams and see if they have better luck.
Hey, that's what we do. Anyways, so as you're kind of like poking around and stuff like that, the things you see up on the vid screens and the ways that they are putting all this together doesn't seem to be making a whole lot of sense. On one screen, it's got headlines that read like "New Corporate Council for Angel City now installed." It's got the listing of all the new corporate council members. It's got some dossiers on some of the members kind of pulled up. Just what you think is mostly public stuff, but then there's a couple of pictures that are just kind of off to the side, that are, just like a little bit like maybe like not voyeuristic, but maybe they like shot it with like a 300 millimeter or something like that. Like they've been trying to like do some like in the bushes type shit, trying to like find them, right? And so, like, none of that's kind of making sense to you with that roll, but you're able to at least perceive all of that as you're going through. What you do perceive with the 5, though, because we don't really going to make you roll for that too much, is the energy consumption right now, off the charts. Like, all that equipment, not using that much energy. It is fantastic. Eve is not leading you astray on that one. I'm just saying,
Interesting.
New Haven could learn a few things from this room alone that you're in right now. So,
I'm gonna quack a few snap photos.
quack them. All right.
I'm gonna
You're going to get
snap a
that duck
few
phone out.
quick
I love it.
photos. Quack.
All right, Titus, you and Muffins are headed back to Hades' place, I imagine, right?
Yep.
All right. So you pull up, and the natural outside of Hades with the black and white brick interior with the flames coming up the side of it, the full glass interior that shows nothing but basically a hot rod threw up on the inside of it. And as y'all walk through the door, the big mountain of a man named Hades comes back from around the corner and goes, "Oh, yes. My mans, how are you doing?" Titus,
Doing
right?
good, man.
Titus, right?
Yeah, close enough.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. But do I have a suit for you, my man? and
Let's see.
he goes
The
back.
boots too?
He's got. Did you get the boots last time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whole outfit.
Yeah. Well, I think you got the boots. You got the boots, the pants, and the jacket, right? You're just waiting on the
And
shirt.
the vest. The shirt.
And yeah.
Well, that was what I was asking if it was done with, was the shirt.
Yeah, yeah. So he goes in the back.
Okay.
He comes back out, and it is, I mean, full on beautiful, bright red. I believe you wanted Our Lady of Guadalupe down the center of it as well, right?
Yep.
Yep. So bright red, golden Our Lady of Guadalupe down the center of it. And he kind of like, I mean, he's holding it up. I mean, it's shiny. It's kind of silky and everything like that. It's beautiful. And he hands it over to you. He's like, go ahead, try it on now. Try it on. Try it on.
So I put the whole get up on, and then I take the leather holster with the whisper pistol that I bought, and I put it in like a cavalry draw with the butt forward.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you put
Underneath the coat.
Yeah, underneath the coat and everything. Now,
Yep.
now the question is, do you slick the hair like John Leguizamo or not?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, of course.
All right. Yeah, you are now full on from Romeo
Yep.
and Juliet, my friend. Yeah.
So. Oh, this is perfect. You got my my buddy's package here too.
Let's see. You were looking for the ROV control unit, right, Muffins?
This is the 20mm.
Oh yes. Yeah.
I am looking for one of those.
He's like, okay, I got something for you right now. And he walks back out, and he's got just a little slip of paper, and he comes back out, and he hands you a slip of paper. He's like, go see my man right there. Now, how you gonna get this gun home?
Okay.
Okay.
Just throw it in the trunk.
I look at Grifter. I go, it's a Bushmaster, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we can take it apart. We're good.
Okay.
Take the barrel off.
And he looks at you. He's like, who's got the car? Which one of you got the car? Is it you or is it you?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay. Go pull around back. I'll have my boy come out there with you. And then he kind of hobbles and stomps off a little bit. And as you pull around the car into the alley, it's the same kind of idea as like as you were pulling into the alley, it looks grimy and run down and like steam is coming out of a grate and everything like that. As you pass the threshold into the alley, it looks like the inside of like a garage. Like there is a top to it, and there is like tools lining either side and everything like that. And then all of a sudden you're just seeing Hades just kind of like hobbling out, holding onto this Bushmaster, like kind of hobbling towards your car, like, and then he like sets it down and he's like, good Jesus. Whew. It's a good thing this thing's going on a route. It's fucking heavy.
Yeah. Is it a single or a double receiver?
What did you order?
Yes.
Muffins?
Probably just a single because I don't have room for 2 ammo feeds.
Right. That would be a little ridiculous.
We'll take the barrel off.
Okay.
And then we'll lower the seats down, and we'll put the barrel through the trunk. And we'll set a blanket on top of it.
I have looked up the stats on this thing,
Yes.
and I'm sure Woody's probably familiar with it as well. But the total weight of one is 262 pounds without ammo.
Correct.
It's not that bad.
Yeah. Now, the question that I have too, this is not coming from Hades, but like, where are you going to mount this thing?
Well, I'm probably gonna modify it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cut the barrel down a little bit so it's not quite as long. I don't need accuracy. I just need it to shoot things and have it go boom.
You can't just ask a Rav where he's gonna mount his things.
The thing's like fucking 10 feet long.
Yeah, it's, I mean, for those who don't know, I can't.
That's too big.
Yeah.
Is it now? Power Rav.
I'm sorry, is it Is it in actual measurement or in men's measurement?
Oh, that's an important question, actually, because it could be like 3.3 feet.
There's big dick energy.
But
Size
to
queens
answer the
need to
question,
know.
it's going to be mounted on a shoulder, on a pendle.
Can we nickname
makes
it
more
the
sense.
Punisher and then have it be that you whip out the Punisher?
Whip. You're going to whip. You're going to whip out the Punisher. Okay.
Well,
You whip it out.
they don't call it the Bushmaster for nothing.
For those of you who would like to file complaints about that joke, please send it to at Grandpa Joe everywhere.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I got
So now that
fired
we
from
have-
Nero's chat this week.
You're right.
That's okay.
Now that we've got Joe's fancy gun, I look over at Grifter and I go, "Hey, you want to take a quick ride with me? We're gonna go do a fucking wellness check."
Gonna do a heckin' murder.
Sure.
I believe you still owe him money. Like, are you just doing this on credit with Hades, or do you owe him some money?
Who, me or
Yeah, or did you prepay?
prepaid?
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, we paid.
All right,
Oh, he paid him last week. We're good.
all right. Hades he wants his money. He's a businessman, you know.
No, and I respect that.
Yeah.
So, I guess we'll jump back in the car and set the GPS for that address that Jimmy sent me.
Okay. And it's taking you out to the fringe. About south. About north. Not quite in the same area that Jack Beecher's house is. A little bit more on the fringes of that side of it. So.
So
Yeah. Go
this
ahead.
is a general like safety thing. I send out in the group text that me and Joe are going to do a quick wellness check, and I send everybody the address, and I put in case shit.
Who's Joe?
Aw. Safe call. How responsible.
Wait, Bunny Boy would like to know who Joe is. That's a fair question,
Joe?
actually.
Oh, sorry, muffins.
Oh. Okay.
All right. I'd like to just point out too that they're going to do a wellness check with a 20mm Bushmaster in the.
It's covered in coats.
I appreciate this group's dedication to safe call practices.
Fair enough. I was actually going to ask: does anybody actually pay attention to these safe calls?
Probably not in this group, but it's still a good idea. I
Okay.
mean, Eve probably does because the tamales.
Yes.
I'm
Look.
appreciating the fact
So-
that we have military hardware meant for vehicles in the back of his car, and we're just doing that shit like you do at the mall when you don't want your stuff stolen. You just put your bags on top of it.
True.
Look, who's gonna go wandering off with a Bushmaster?
I mean, true.
It is like
We'll lock the car, but who's gonna go wandering off
Someone
with
who
it?
wants to master
And the
the
safe
bush.
calls, that's just something that Titus was trained to do, was to always tell your partners where you're gonna be when you're running off by yourself.
also, and a good waxer can help you with that.
True.
In case shit.
In case shit. Okay. So you pull up to what is essentially row houses
Sure.
in that side of town. It looks like it is a 2-story row house. So it's got the one where a really long kind of wraparound porch that goes into one side of the house. And everything in this area looks, pretty run down in terms of it, but you don't see anything, anything broken glass, bullet holes, nothing in that per se.
All right, so I look at Grifter and I go, "You got a piece with you?"
Yeah.
All right, well, watch the street. Stay here by the corner. Like, watch me.
I'm gonna grab the Bushmaster.
No. No.
Very
It's fine where
actively
it is.
watching.
I'm just gonna throw one of those chainsaw bars on the front of it and just like Arnold Schwarzenegger that shit.
So we can build you a chainsword out of your Bushmaster later, but right now I need you to be a human and watch my back while I make sure that this person's not dead.
Okay.
Okay.
So as
Wait.
I'll walk up to the door, and do I see any signs of forced entry?
Give me a. Do you want to roll investigation or perception?
I would like to roll investigation.
I was thinking
That's
you would say
considerably better than my perception roll. Okay, let's hear D20. That would be a 23.
that. Okay. It doesn't look like forced entry per se, but you do notice that the door is slightly ajar.
I'm going to nudge it with my boot.
Jars make terrible doors. No wonder this guy's in trouble.
If you nudge it with your boot, it kind of swings open just a little bit, but not like depending on how hard you want to nudge it. But it just
Pretty soft.
Yeah, it's pretty non-resistant. It'll swing open as far as you push it.
Sniff the air.
Doesn't smell bad. Well, it doesn't smell out of the ordinary. It smells bad, like rotten food, but it doesn't
Doesn't smell like rotten person.
No.
Okay.
Good, so Blizz isn't here.
Sad face, Miss Bliss.
All right, so I'm going to nudge the door open a little more, and with my hand on my pistol, not
Yeah.
drawing it, but just hand on,
Okay.
I walk into the entryway.
Yep. And so when you walk into the house, you're walking into the kitchen area basically first. And you notice that there's, like pizza boxes and, dishes in the sink and things like that. A couple of flies around, but nothing like huge. It just kind of looks very unkempt and not very well taken care of. Kind of half broken table in the middle of it. If you kind of swing the corner and you kind of take a look through the rest of the house, you got a vid screen that's just kind of on, but it's on mute. It's playing some kind of like news broadcast on it, but you can't really tell like what they're saying per se. But of course, the ticker is basically saying everything bad in the world. There's a bunch of like clothes kind of strung about and like in piles, not like somebody discarded them and just kept going kind of thing. And generally one couch in the living room area around near the vid screen.
No sounds of movement or anything like that.
No sounds of movement.
Hey, I'm gonna text Grifter and say I'm going back further in the house. Nothing yet, and I'll walk back down hallways toward where bathrooms/bedrooms would be till I reach a door.
So the rest of the ground floor there's no bedrooms or anything like that on the ground floor. It's mainly that one living room area, the kitchen area. There's a little bit of like what would be like a mud room off the kitchen, going into like what would be a backyard that's just nothing but like dirt, and a couple cinder blocks back there. And then there's a set of stairs that go up. There's a set of stairs that obviously go upstairs.
Text Grifter and say moving upstairs, and then I walk up the stairs
Okay.
slowly.
All right. You want to?
I'm going sideways.
Text back. Use the
You know.
handrail.
In your AR glasses, it says use the handrail. Do you have? Do you want to stealth, or how you just going like? Hit me with that.
Yeah, sure, why not? I have some stealth.
All right.
Let's see what I roll here. I got a 21.
All right. So you kind of, just as you're trained to do, just one foot in front of the other, over the top. And you have you got the whisper pistol
It's not
pulled?
dark. It's not dark, is it?
No. I mean, there's street light. There is like lights on inside.
What
They're
time
kinda
of day
dim.
is it?
I mean, it's like midday kind of thing. Everybody's awake, so it's obviously afternoon. But
Especially if Bunny Boy's awake.
exactly, yeah. No, I mean it is what it is. So it's like it's like so it's not like pitch black or anything like that, but like what lights are on are pretty dim, and so it's not it's not like bright in the house.
Okay. So I haven't drawn my gun, but I got my hand on the butt of the pistol.
Okay.
On my hip.
Yep.
And I'm just walking up the stairs, and then I stop at the top and kind of pie the corner and look around.
So when you get to the top, there are two what you would imagine to be bedrooms. One on one side, one at the other, and everybody's back now. There we go.
Okay.
It keeps going in and out sometimes. So one bedroom is sort of like if you're stopped at the top. One bedroom if you look to the left, and then one bedroom if you look to the right. And there is a bathroom sort of like right in front of you.
What's the closest door? The bedroom to the right?
Yes. Yeah, the bedroom to the right would be the closest door.
Is that door open?
Yes, actually.
I will nudge the door open and a little further and kind of peek inside.
Roll perception.
Am I rolling perception or investigation?
It's perception because you're perceiving what's in the room. You're not looking for something directly.
What do you
All
see
right,
with your elf eyes?
That is.
You knew it was coming.
Yep. Okay, so 16.
They're just
plus
eyes.
17.
They're just eyes, Aragorn. They're not elf eyes. We don't call them human eyes.
My brand.
What did you get? I'm sorry.
17.
17. It is so there is a wrought iron bed with a very sparse mattress on it. There is one sheet that is kind of bunched up at the bottom. And the window is open at the top. And it's letting in a little bit of a breeze from the outside. But otherwise, it's pretty sparse in that room. There is a door to a closet that is in there. It looks to be kind of half off a hinge.
Kind of peek in the closet.
Got a couple of things that are hanging up, but otherwise nothing really special going on in there.
Okay. Go out of this room, down the room to the next bedroom.
Give me perception.
Hey, natural 20.
All right. So, that room is also partially open, and when you kind of nudge it open, it's obviously the master bedroom. It's much bigger than the other room was. But there is no like actual bed in the room. There's just one set of mattresses on the floor, and when there is somebody that is laying on that mattress, they've got their back turned to the door, and there are two other people in the room. Both of them are slumped up against the wall.
Do they look dead?
Investigate that for me, sir. Do you know how to say if they
All
are?
right, I will. Well, yes.
Let's find out.
I will roll an investigation. That would be a 14 plus 5, 19.
Okay. So, as you are, which one do you go to first?
Well, describe both of them to me.
One.
And does either one match the picture that I had?
Well, one looks very obviously like a woman. That's the one that's on the mattress. The other two look to be men. One looks to have a bright green mohawk, and is wearing like tattered jeans, with a flannel shirt kind of tied around their waist, and no shirt. The other gentleman looks to also be wearing jeans, just a black pullover shirt, in what amounts to basically chucks, but nothing special else going on there.
Okay, what about the woman?
When you rotate her, she kind of is a little stiff and then kind of like unflails a little bit in there. And as you kind of, if you like hold up your glow and you look at the picture and you look at her, you look at the picture, it's definitely Kimmy.
Okay. I mean, obviously I'm going to do the, first thing I'll do is hold the back of my hand under her nose to see if I feel a breath.
No breath.
Pulse.
Nope.
Okay. Check the other two the same way.
As you check the person with the black shirt, no breath, no pulse. As you check the person with the tattered jeans and the flannel, as you go, you put your hand up, no breath, and as you go to like pull over the arm to check a pulse, there is a... What's that?
Never check at the arm, check the neck.
Okay. No pulse.
Okay. Well, I'll pull up my glow and Jimmy and be like, "Oh, good, buddy."
He writes back and he goes, "What happened?"
I just send a she's here, but she ain't with us anymore.
Well, he's like, "Well, I got that part. Like, what happened? Like, can you tell what happened?" Is what I'm asking.
I will roll and investigate and see if I can see any obvious signs of death.
Okay.
I got an 8 total.
Roll for death.
I got an 8 on my investigation. 3 + 5.
Okay. So from that, you're trying to put like 2 and 2 together. There are...
Any obvious signs of trauma?
There is not any signs of trauma. As you kind of look around the room, you notice that there are also discarded pizza bottle boxes. There are some, a couple of like half-drank beers, or not even like beer. It's more like King Cobras, those things that you get in the 40 ounces in the bag.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of those kind of lying around, and...
Except this is Angel City. We only drink OE.
Right. And so... and then there are those things, and then there's like some inhalers that are hanging around, and maybe a syringe, but it's hard to tell from where you're at.
I text Jimmy back. I said, "It's not obvious. No obvious trauma. Could be an OD. I don't see anything off the top. No obvious cause of death. It's going to need an autopsy."
He's like, "Okay, take some pictures for me, and then I'm gonna call it in." What do you mean no?
No.
Why no?
Just call it in.
Do you trust the cops?
Look. No, but I'm also not taking anybody out of here. Now I'll hang out here and make sure whatever, grab wagon you send gets in safely, but I'm not taking pictures. That's just evidence.
He went, "Okay, fine. I'll call it in. If you want to wait around, that's cool. If not, I know some people at the precinct. I can call them in."
I thought you weren't calling in cops.
Yeah, but she's not... Something's fishy. Let's put it that way. Something's fishy. And...
Okay.
I'm gonna need somebody to investigate.
Want me to look into it?
No, that's just the dead body smell.
Oh, here's the thing. It didn't smell, which means, how warm does she feel?
Not super warm.
Not cold?
Not fully cold, but yeah, not normal human temperature either.
I text Jimmy and I go, "I don't think she's been dead long."
Mm-hmm.
Want me to look into this?
Yeah. I tell you what, if you get me leads, then I'll make it worth it.
All right. So while I'm here, I'm gonna glance around and see if there's any glows or other electronic devices in the room.
Roll me one more investigation check then. Let's do that.
What did I get? I got a 19 plus 5.
Nice.
24.
So, Kimmy has a glow that you eventually find under, like, what pillow and sort of sheets are on that bed. You can eventually find a glow from in there. I'm assuming you're investigating the other two gentlemen as well while you're at it, just looking across the room and things like that.
Yeah, I put some gloves on first, though.
Ah, so I was just about to ask that. Good.
Notice I've been nudging every door with my foot.
Oh, I know.
I have not touched shit since I walked into this building.
Now I'm kind of concerned that he knows so much about, not leaving fingerprints behind. You want to tell us something about your personal life there, Ward?
So gloves on, I look at the other two. What do I get?
So, the guy in the black shirt doesn't seem to be kind of nondescript, short haircut. Does have a glow on him as well, though the battery seems to be dead.
Tattoos?
On that. No tattoos on him. On the other gentleman, definitely some tattoos. You got kind of like some eagle crest and some other things across his chest. And as you check his forearm, you see a very familiar tattoo that you've seen a lot recently.
Oh, God damn it. All right. So I want to text Katassi, and I say, hey, Katassi, showing you a lot of trust here, could you build an encrypted partition in my glow from far away so I could store things where the cops won't necessarily find it?
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep.
Give us that roll, ma'am.
For the porn.
For the
And
porn.
then I send
Yeah.
and then I send a second text that says, that's yes in hacker.
Everything that Katassi does is gonna be. You guys ever seen like the memes that's like cries and bisexual and shit like that? Like that's gonna be Katassi going forward. It's just gonna be like laughs in hacker,
Beep, boop,
cries
beep,
in
boop,
hacker,
beep, boop,
yeah,
beep, beep.
yeah, beep boop beep beep, cries in hacker or whatever.
21.
Okay, your glow starts to fizzle a bit as you're kind of going through all this stuff, but not in necessarily a bad way. You can tell that Katassi is in there doing her thing. From your end of it, Katassi, you see a little sprite, again, just kind of start flashing off to the side, doing this sort of thing. And as you, like, kind of do one of these things and reaching for it, like, you're kind of, like, fixing his glow with one hand and kind of doing one of these things with the other hand, but it's still just out of reach every time that you try to kind of go for it. And after about 10 minutes or so, you've got a beautiful partition, very nice and encrypted. Do you leave a back door so you can see what's on the encrypted partition?
No, because Titus specifically indicated this was a trust exercise, so I'm going to honor that, and I'm going to create his partition in good faith.
Okay.
Which feels wrong, I just want to point out.
Fair enough.
So once she has that created, I store a photo of just that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, now I take pictures of all three of them.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'll show Jimmy the picture physically later is what I'm thinking, just to prove it to him.
Okay.
But I want the pictures of the other two, specifically the third eye tattoo, the eagle crest, and their faces, both of them.
Yep.
Right? And I'll store that in that partition. Kind of touch down the forearm. Do I feel any chips?
On Kimmy, no. Actually, no. On all three of them, you don't.
I say, yeah, Katassi,
Titus.
I got a glow for you to crack open.
Like a coconut? Do we still have coconuts?
Oh, there's still coconuts in 2099.
Like a coconut?
Indeed.
I'll get my hammer.
Okay. Okay. I'll take one more look around the room. I just want to. I'll do a perception to see if there's anything else that's catching my eye about this. I got a 9.
There is nothing else that is catching your eye about this. But you did get enough pictures, so.
Oh, I took the 3. So let's see here. Oh, one last thing. I'll glance at all their arms. Do I see track marks?
You do not.
Are they wearing shoes?
Yes.
Pull the shoes off of Kimmy. And still wearing gloves. Do I see track marks between the toes?
No.
All right, we're gonna have
You
a
said
conversation about things you know later.
I'm gonna look around a little more. No track marks on Eagle Crest guy.
You don't see anything on. You said you're looking for track marks?
Yep.
Yeah. Nothing.
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 No weapons.
Correct. No weapons.
Now that I've had a closer examine, no obvious forms of trauma. I fucking pull her eyes up, anything crazy.
When you pick her eyes up, they are very much still red.
Take a picture of that.
Okay.
Put it behind the partition. Check the other two. Look at the same thing.
Very red.
Okay. Okay, so I'll take her glow with me, ensuring that I say, "Hey, Katassi, what's the fastest way to turn off the GPS on this glow?"
Well, only I have my hammer.
Can I like?
Do glows have battery packs?
But they're not accessible.
They are with
Unless
a
you-
hammer.
I mean, can you tell me how to take it out?
Are you capable of following directions?
Sure.
Then yeah, I can probably. Is that something I can walk him through? I don't have.
Actually, I bet you Grifter knows how to do it. He's got electronics, right?
That's probably true.
Okay.
So I will. I'll walk back down to the car, or the car, grab Grifter on my way, hand him Kimmy's glow, and say, "Take the battery out of that, would you?"
I mean, do you want this functional afterwards?
Yeah. I mean, functional enough for Katassi to pull all the data off of it, but I mean, it's not like it needs to like run solitaire later.
I'm gonna tap my gun. I was like, I can get this out real fast.
Hey, don't be just making decisions.
I do have
Solitaire.
electronics. Can I take out the battery?
Yep.
If you need a roll, it's a 19. Also, I cannot fucking see my numbers because of this light.
Why are you so bad at costumes?
Maybe after the break we.
I mean, you could go back to normal if you want to after the break. Since you're an old man, you can't see shit.
No, it's fine.
All right, I
Boobies.
text Jimmy and I go, "I don't know this girl. Was she into the hard stuff? Because this almost looks like she got a hot shot."
He replies back, and he basically replies back and goes, meat wagon's on the way, so if you need to scram. As far as I know,
I'm scramming.
no, but I did suspect it. How's that? And you just confirmed.
That's all right. I'll have our electronics expert maybe. Which meat wagon did you send her to? Just send me the company and I'll have her hack the system after they do the necropsy.
Okay. I'll get it to you in a bit. I gotta
Appreciate
get
it.
confirmation that they got picked up.
I'm gonna look into this for you. I might have a couple leads.
Okay. And then you guys go driving off, I imagine?
See.
See. Okay. It is 8:30. So I say let's take our break, and then we'll come back and pick up after where we go from there. So if you're in the chat, we love you. Hang tight. We're gonna go take a quick bio break, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Okay? Mwah. We'll see you in a bit. Hey, thanks for joining us for tonight's episode of Angel City Stories. If you want to catch us live, tune in every week to twitch.tv/Identico at 7 p.m. Pacific. Now let's get back to the action. Welcome back. We have a poll going in the chat on who is best dressed tonight. Some people have decided to do a costume change halfway through, and some people...
Cheater.
I'm about to call you out because you went from nacho cheese to Cool Ranch Doritos. I don't want to hear it.
And I'm polyamorous, thank you. It's not cheating. Everyone is fully informed.
And there's a pretty good chance I'm going back to nacho cheese because the blue, while making me look like a force ghost, is burning my retinas out of my face.
You didn't need those retinas anyway.
How necessary are they, really? Stop
really?
reading reports about how necessary retinas are and you'll stop worrying about it.
True.
This is true. This is true.
Less cases if you don't test.
Is less cases if you don't test. Exactly.
Oh, God. Oh.
Rule number 1.
Trigger warning. Trigger warning for Titus right there. Trigger warning. Oh, my goodness. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you all had a good break. We did, too. So, we're going to pick up... we last left Titus and Grifter / Muffins driving away from what we believe is Kimmy's house. And we're gonna pick it up with that man. I'm pointing off screen now. That guy. We're gonna go with Bunny Boi, who is... I'm going to assume you're gonna go drop Muffins off back at his dorm room / apartment /
I was going to go find Katassi so I could have her hack this glow. Or, sorry, crack it like a fucking coconut.
Okay. We're going to resolve all of that in a bit. I love that we've got rainbows going on opposite sides. We've got rainbow down here, and then Grifter can't figure out what fucking color he wants to be, so he's basically just the... Like, he's the Rainbow Coalition in the top right-hand corner. We got the Byron in the bottom left-hand corner.
I switched it back because Risa hadn't had a chance to see me as nacho cheese flavor.
Okay. Yep. Also, now when Muffins shoots anybody, he's calling it flavor blasting. Bunny Boi, do you want to do anything before you get ready to go out tonight?
Manscape.
Okay. That's actually very practical. I'm not gonna make you roll for that one. We're just gonna say that Bunny Boy's got that down pat.
Oh, I really think you should.
Thanks.
I am kind of. I am tempted
It
to
could
make
go horribly wrong.
to ask you, yeah. But
Is that
I
an
won't.
underworld check?
Yes,
A
it
tactics
is.
check?
Yes, it is. Hey, it's Underworld, and you can add agility. How's that?
Or
Underworld
medicine?
plus agility.
Okay.
Oh, that's going on Twitter.
You actually we're gonna roll it.
Sure. I've got people all over the place saying you need to roll it. So
Okay.
let's see how well this goes.
Oh, I actually have. I have underworld.
Yeah.
Neat. Oh, that's a big 19.
Oh.
No stubble for this guy.
Nope. Not a bit. Do you throw any fancy patterns in there, or are you just going clean?
I mean, a rabbit. I can.
Oh, good. Yes. I love that so much. All right. You carved the Bunny Boi symbol there. You got it now.
Yes, into my back hair. Yes.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Into the back here. Perfect. Okay. So, do you want to go? You gonna go pick up Sarah Jane, or how are you gonna do this?
Yes, she told me to pick her up at some number o'clock. So, well, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. I'm assuming you're taking the gator, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does Bunny Boy notice the flare launchers on the gator immediately? Or does he need to roll for that?
He's pretty in tune with his gator, so he probably would notice.
Okay.
I would notice. And can you talk about where those are and how prominent they are?
Well, actually, I'd like to let Muffins talk about it since he's the architect of this whole thing.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
About your flares?
Yeah.
What do you want to know, baby?
Where are they? How were they implemented? How noticeable are they?
They're on the roll cage.
Okay, that's like the whole frame.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is standard Gator style roll cages. It's on the ones right behind the seats, the front
Okay.
seats. They are fairly noticeable because they are flare launcher and tubes. But
Okay.
I did color match them to the rest of the car.
I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. How are they attached? Just out of curiosity.
Very carefully welded.
Okay, can he do like a welding check? Because I have to know how well
well?
these are on there.
Yeah, how
I
well
can't
they're
tell.
all there.
I can't tell what
well.
Pete's emotions are because of the mask. It's very confusing.
I know. But remember, smiling. Happy. I've been in here like raising my eyebrows like I normally do, but it just looks like
You just look surprised the whole time.
Just tell me if you're mad at me.
and
Would you
winking
please-
just looks like I have a twitch.
Yeah. Would you please roll for that?
Me or him?
No,
I
you.
didn't
You're the
know.
one that attached them.
Okay. Fuck, I
See if you
can't read.
deprecated my vehicle.
So would that go for electronics by chance?
Nope.
No, because it was.
It's welding.
So that's a 16. So pretty good.
Serviceable?
Serviceable, yeah.
Okay.
We'll go with serviceable.
So I saw that,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say like, okay, no time. I'm just gonna have to re-weld that whenever
Okay.
I get back.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
No time to be angry. No time to address it. Just, okay,
Okay.
Why are you angry? You have sweet ass flare launchers now.
but you okay? All right.
You got your own pyrotechnics wherever you go.
While you know what, I appreciate the thought and the effort. However, I just I want to make sure that it's pristine. It's my baby.
Okay.
An all-terrain vehicle is literally my only way around. So
This
Well,
is-
at least
this
I
is
got
true.
them all right side up, so you're not gonna like fire them into the cab.
I definitely appreciate that. How are these attached? What?
He welded them to
Work.
the
If it's an
frame.
app-
Yeah.
If it's an app on your phone, I'm gonna be a little pissed. Sorry.
Well, that would be metagaming, sir, because I didn't tell you how they work.
Okay, that's fair.
I remember how they work, but I didn't tell you. When I remembered, I specifically hid them.
Right. Okay. Yep. I gotta respect not metagaming. Okay, so I see those and I'm just like, what the fuck? Okay, I'll deal with that later. And hop in and beep beep. I'm a Jeep. Off we go.
All right. So you make it over to Sarah Jane's dorm. She runs a little bit late, but not too bad. And then she comes out and she takes a look at the gator and she's like, "Holy shit! This is yours?"
Yeah. Of course it's mine.
I'm assuming the ground effects and everything like that are on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's like, "I cannot believe you have a car just for the harvest. This is amazing. Like, you've got like the spirit of the fall harvest. Like, we're gonna roll up to the fall harvest in an AT. That's so cool."
This girl's great. Yeah. Yup. You got it.
So she comes in and then like grabs the top bar and tries to like swing in a little bit, but doesn't quite like get it. And she's dressed up in like jeans and like a flannel shirt and like some cowboy boots. We're gonna go with that.
Okay.
It's what somebody in Angel City thinks cowboy boots are. I think Titus would get offended by that. We'll find out later. And so she tries to like swing into the gator. She doesn't like fall flat on her face or anything like that, but she does kind of like trip a little bit getting in, but otherwise kind of rights herself and everything like that.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Cool. This is so cool. And she's like reaching around and like she's trying to like find like music or anything like that. She's like, do you have like a radio or something like that? Like this is so cool.
Oh, do I? What do you want to hear?
And she's just kind of like, she's like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. You play something.
Okay. Let me hold on. I got a song in mind. It's by Sean Wasabi. I'ma take you out on a date. I'ma take you out on a date. I'm about
I have a criti-
5 minutes late.
I have a critical question. When Bunny Boy plays the song, does he sing along in that way?
Of course I do.
Okay.
That's
what I needed to know.
Fun.
This is the best. Okay.
Now I gotta find the song. Damn. Go ahead.
Okay. So you're driving on, and y'all get to the fall harvest, which is kind of like they just like took over like a parking lot and like a sand lot, dirt lot kind of area around the football stadium, because it kind of serves as like homecoming as well. This kind of plays together. And you're able to pull up, park, do that whole kind of thing. Get in the main gate, and it's kind of fall festival style. There's like there's funnel cakes and other types of like fair food. You got your candy apples. You got a little bit of like the games that you want to play and stuff like that. Not a whole lot of rides. It's more like you got like the pumpkin patch going on, and you got like the hayride, and you got like the corn maze and stuff like that. And so you guys can kind of do a little bit of whatever you want to do.
Okay. By the way, the song is Sean Wasabi, Marble Tea.
Marble Tea.
Oh.
All right.
Marble Tea by Sean Wasabi.
There we go.
So this was not an entirely made up thing that you just did, because
Oh, I wish I had made it up.
No, he's dropping
Fantastic.
the legit references in chat tonight.
He's going for the deep cut stuff.
Yep.
Even in 2099, 80 years later, this is a classic. This is a classic song now.
So far, honestly, so far we've only rolled classic music, so it's it's cool.
Yeah. Soon we'll do the Beastie Boys.
Yes.
So,
intergalactic,
just for Grifter.
planetary.
So, do we have to buy tickets, or?
You can buy the tickets. Yeah.
Okay, buy the tickets.
All right. Yeah.
They're like entry tickets or like tickets per ride?
No. It's like entry tickets kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will purchase the tickets and say, I realize you're a very independent woman, but if you are okay with it, I will purchase the tickets tonight.
She just kind of looks at you and she's like, "You're too kind."
I'll take that as a yes.
Oh, I mean, yes. Sorry. Yes.
I don't mean to say it in a rude way. It's just, yeah. Cool. Good. Let's go.
You can tell she's like mildly awkward as well.
Oh, good. Yeah, I kind of caught that from the trying to open the gator through the bar and miss.
True.
Okay. Okay. Well, where you want to go? What's your favorite thing here? I've never been to one of these.
You've never been to one? Okay, we got to go do the hayride first. Then let's go do the hayride.
Okay, let's go ride some hay.
Okay. And as you guys are going through the hayride, she is just talking about class the entire time. Pretty much. She's talking about all the cool things that are going to be coming up in the botany lab that she's so excited about. And as she's talking, she gets faster and faster as she's kind of going along. And this ride lasts like a good 15-20 minutes. So, I mean, it's a lot about plants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with her here and tell her, like, I don't really understand a lot of what you just said about plants because, you know, at Southern Angel City Technical School, we didn't know, like, we weren't taught that much, but it sounds cool. I'm excited for you.
Okay.
I'm excited about it.
She's like, it's fine. You're gonna love it. It'll be great.
Yes.
And as you're kind of like driving along, roll me a perception check, Bunny.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna use my good D20.
Yeah, hit it with that good D20.
Shoot. Okay. Well, it's a 10, so it's not a good D20.
It's not the worst that you could have done, though. So as you're kind of like going along with it, you notice like a lot of different people are dressed up and kind of go around. Like some people are ready for like the football game, so you've got like some of the jocks and stuff like that. You see your boy Chad, although he does not see you. So he's just kind of hanging out with everybody and going and doing their thing. Generally, it's just like a nice like vibe. And everybody's just kind of like going on and on. But you happen to kind of notice that there's like this one dude that keeps kind of like every time you like turn one way or the other, he's kind of just there, right? Like he's like in your periphery the whole time. And like that's all you kind of notice about. Like he seems like a little nondescript, almost like Titus. Like the way that he is, like try to like blend in, but like he doesn't quite blend in just yet. You know what I mean?
Do I catch a vibe?
This is why Titus changed his look.
This is why Titus changed his look. Exactly. Yeah, you catch a little bit of a vibe from him. Yeah.
Okay. He's like scoping me.
With
scoping Sarah?
I think you can't tell with a 10. You can't quite tell. And just as you're kind of like pondering this, like Sarah kind of like grabs your arm a little bit, like kind of like gets her arm up under yours and just like, come on, we gotta go get like a funnel cake. Let's go get a funnel cake. And she starts to kind of drag you off to go get a funnel cake.
Okay, what's a funnel cake?
She like stops in her tracks and she's like, "You are joking me, right?"
No.
It is only the greatest creation ever made. And then she like
Agreed.
full out sprints, hand in hand, trying to drag you along to go get a funnel cake at this point.
These must be pretty good. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Oh, excited.
I mean, it's cake, and junk food is something that I love.
Yeah. Yes, God. Do you have something to say? Just, just.
That was the enlightenment as he discovers what funnel cakes are.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean the funnel cake is Bunny Boi would be all about this shit.
Yes.
Right.
I squeal when I see it. When they pull it out of the fryer, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What's this? They fried a cake?
Yeah. It's a brand new experience for you. And then not only did they do that, they put shit on top. Like powdered sugar.
Ew, no.
Well, that's not ideal.
No. Yeah. Like powdered sugar. And like if you want it, they can put chocolate on top. I mean, there's a lot of different ways they can do it.
I'm gonna pull a Michael Scott and ask if they can put all the toppings on it.
And Sarah just kind of looks at you. She's like, "Oh my God, I love the way you roll right now." And you get like a mountain handed back to you in a funnel cake, and it's got like chocolate. It's got like the like apples that are like the diced apples in the syrup and the cinnamon and shit like that. It's got like
oh my goodness,
all the like powdered sugar, some cinnamon and sugar. I mean, it's got everything you could want on it. Oh, and whip and cream.
Oh.
And like the little Bavarian
Oh.
cream type stuff that's on top of it too.
Do we have forks?
Sarah Jane just kind of looks at you. She's like, "You don't use a fork. You go at it with your hands. It's amazing."
Dang,
And
girl.
she just starts grabbing a bunch of napkins and stuff like that, and drags you over to like a picnic table that's like kind of around the corner from the cart, and like sets it down. And she's like, "Dude, this is the shit right here."
Just double fist it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. This is amazing. Thank you for introducing me to this.
Yeah.
What else is here? This is like the second thing.
So she's like, candy apple. You ever had one of those?
I've had candies and apples.
Best shit ever. Okay, candy apple next. We're gonna leave with one of those. They got fried Twinkies, and I think
What?
they got fried like Snickers and shit around the corner too.
What?
Fried Twinkie.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the best shit ever.
Fried butter.
Basically.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's fucking disgusting.
So she's a foodie, I take it.
Yeah, she is a woman of high
Like
food.
it has a booty, really?
That word has certain connotations that I feel like do not apply here.
She's a
That
food
is-
connoisseur.
He's a food consumer.
I
Certainly.
think they're called gourmets.
Could be. Yeah, could be called.
That
gourmets.
is- A person who is very sad about missing all of the fair food this week.
Yeah, fair.
Okay.
Fair.
Well, so I'll look at her. What are we? Did we go get the candied apple, or did we just get all those things? that
Well, I
she-
think if we're gonna montage this, you're
Yeah.
getting all of it. Roll me a perception while we're doing the montage, though.
Okay. While I'm doing that, I was gonna say I didn't know you were such a gourmand.
You should also probably roll a determination to not puke with all that crap in your stomach.
11, dude. I've been training for this for years.
If Bunny Boi is an athlete at anything, this ranks way up there for him. Seriously. With that 11, you still see that same dude just kind of like. Now you're kind of sure like he might be tailing you.
Okay.
See, everybody makes fun of Titus's safe check-ins, but this is why we do that.
All right, Chief. So what? Okay. So what's he doing? Like, just following us?
You know that TLC song "Creep." Like he's
Yeah.
trying to creep, but he can't creep.
Creep, creep. Yeah. Okay.
Can I ask? Is there an open comm during this pseudo date thing that you're on, or is this a closed comm activity?
I mean, I have a private life. I'm not being paid. I'm not on the clock right now. We're not on a mission.
True, that is true. That's fair.
Oh.
That's fair.
And a girl seems to like me for eating junk food, so I am not gonna just
You're not gonna throw that
have
out.
somebody talking to me.
All right.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
So, yes.
All right. So, yeah.
No, it's closed.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna whisper to her like, you notice that weird guy? There's a guy. You notice a guy near us a lot? Or am I crazy?
She looks around and she you can see that like she sees him, but like she doesn't recognize him, kind of thing. Like she does not put two and two together that he might have been following you guys. Her earnesty for wanting to get junk food right now is the highest priority. Like she is
woman.
loving it right now. So
Okay. Okay. Well, so she just says, no, not really. I guess. Something
yeah,
like that.
yeah. She just kind of looks at you. She's like, "No, do you see something going on?"
I just thought I just thought I noticed something. No worries.
Okay.
Let's continue.
All right. As you guys are getting done with all of that stuff, she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go that way. Give me like 5 minutes or so. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't pee on your feet.
And at that, she kind of like turns around and gives you like a little smirk, like, and then just like keeps going. Give him the points. Give him the points.
The double point.
The double point. Yeah. As like she goes and stuff like that, like the dude that has been tailing you this entire time kind of like comes up and like sits down across from you and just kind of like stares at you for a second. Like he just like smoothly like slides in and like has his hand up on the table and just kind of like leans into you like this for a second.
Staring contest, go.
Okay. What's up, Gary?
You tell me. What's your story?
I'm just here getting some food, Gary. I didn't expect to see you here. I thought I'd see you back at the office.
He just kind of looks at you. He's like, "Don't play fun with me. Who do you work for? You can't be a student here. There's no way in hell."
I am currently enrolled here and studying, and I'm also here as a student, so yeah, I'm a student. Why are you being so weird, Gare? Come on, Gare Bear, what's going on?
He's just kind of like stares at you for a second. He's like, trying to break the story wide open. My name's not Gary, by the way. What's your real name? Your real name's not Bunny.
What's your real name? Why are you calling me Bunny?
You have a bunny on your jacket, don't you?
Yeah, and you got hair on your head, but I don't call you Hairy Head.
He kind of like stares back up and he's like, I can see you were a man of intellect as well. Well played.
I am very intelligent, thank you.
Well played. And
I know.
He looks at you and he's like, my name's Ben.
All right, Benjamin. What do you need? What do you want? Kind of on a date.
I wanna interview you. You've been also in the botany labs lately, and there's some fishy shit that's going down. And
It's actually plant shit, but yeah, okay.
okay, that's not quite what I was talking about, but okay.
Sorry. I have to applaud myself right now. On a roll.
But he just kind of looks at you and he's like, there's some weird shit going down for real. And you're one of my classmates and I see you around there all the time. So I'm going to interview you. Can I get some time with you? I'll take you to coffee.
Sure. What are you interviewing me for exactly?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. And then...
Oh, what publication? What...
He's like, meet me in the coffee shop on the Union tomorrow, 10 a.m. And then he like gets up and runs off.
Okay, I guess all transfer students experience this. Okay.
And then as he goes to run off, Sarah Jane comes back from the bathroom and like sits down and she's like, "Who was that?"
Some crackhead trying to get the rest of this fried Twinkie.
No,
I don't
bees
Ben?
She just kind of goes, "Okay, that's really strange. All right, I want to go do the corn maze. You want to do the corn maze?"
Let's do it. I
All right.
would be delighted.
Okay.
Well, this is where Bunny Boy dies.
This is not Among Us. He's not gonna die doing a task.
That made me get lost.
If there's a lever to clear the oxygen tanks,
I've read Peter Cottontail.
Fortunately, if he gets lost in the corn maze, he just like carbo loaded and sugar loaded up, so he could probably survive
He
for like
can survive
3 or
for
4
a couple
days.
days. Yep.
wait
You
a
wanna-
sec. Did I see her and Ben at the same time? Is she Ben? Does she have a Ben disguise?
Did you see her walk back? She could have vented.
Did either of them have a 10-gallon hat and dressed in a pink spacesuit?
No.
That's sus. Okay.
Says the man dressed in a spacesuit.
It's not pink.
It's not pink.
Listen,
You're right.
Gray. It's definitely not gray. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It definitely wasn't gray. Gray isn't sus.
Yeah.
So.
White sus. White's a little sus.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Yeah.
In 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah.
In the student
Coffee
place?
shop in the student union. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to roll to see how well you do at the corn maze?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Is that intellect or dexterity?
Intellect.
Damn. Okay. Oh, never mind. I'm both agile and intelligent. It's the same. I rolled a 1.
Oh,
I'm a witch!
I'm blinded by my desires.
Please tell me somebody
Accurate.
saw me pray for it to be a 1.
Oh,
So as Bunny Boy calls for
Thank you.
extraction,
He just got lost in the corn maze looking for the mythical crunchberry plant.
Jerry
So
and
these
Parks
kind of
and
look like
Rec.
crunchberries.
we're a little off the rails.
no. This
Hi,
is
welcome
par
to
for
the
the
stream.
fucking course for this group.
Who knew corn would be my downfall?
Yep. All right. I mean, Sarah Jane
Great
doesn't
knowledge.
exactly help you either. So, I mean, you know, you guys might want to get mad at him, but like, you know, she didn't exactly pilot you guys out there in, you know, the best time in the world either. So, you know, I'm just saying.
So, how does Sarah Jane do at the corn maze? Because she's carrying me at this point.
Let's not talk about how well she does.
So we're just gonna sleep here tonight.
Would you like to sleep with Sarah Jane tonight?
There's a simple way out of any
Okay.
cornfield.
This corn just got spicy. This corn is now officially a lote.
Just
Yamalote.
find the nearest wall of corn and sprint into it.
I was gonna say it
Kool-Aid
might
Man
end up
through
with
it.
me just kicking stalks of corn to make a pathway.
Pro tip, and this is where we'll get our educational tag for tonight.
Okay.
Don't run through cornfields, it hurts.
Yeah, this is true.
Real bad.
Yeah. I do think Bunny Boy remembers from watching all the TV land that if you just head north, like it's the rule of thumb is if you just head north, you'll get out of the woods,
Yeah.
probably a corn maze, out of trouble. Your ship will finally hit land. Like north is how you should do it.
Okay.
He doesn't know which way's north.
Did you
Or
find the
Santa
boss
is-
on the side of the corn stalk?
yeah. So and I don't really have the sun to go off of.
No. While Bunny Boy is lost in a corn maze, we have Eve and Katassi. Y'all finished up at Felipe's house, and what do you guys want to do?
Katassi.
Like, is hitting this fall festival an option?
Coffee.
Yes, hitting the fall festival is an option, as all students would know about it.
Like, I want snacks. I can smell the fried food. I have that as an extra bonus that I haven't told you about yet. I can smell it from 7 extra miles.
It's written in crayon at the bottom of your character sheet.
Right. I have
Yeah.
a +9 to hungry.
I have.
She's not a bloodhound, she's a batterhound.
She's a better hound.
That's it! That's
That's
gonna need to go in the
beautiful.
next expansion.
That's in the next expansion. That's our character for tonight, is the Batterhound. And a +6 to thirsty.
Crackhead Ben.
Crackhead Ben.
+12 to diabetes.
Okay. So give me. Are you guys gonna go by the fall festival as well? Okay.
I'm down with that if you are. You?
All right. Titus, all hope of getting them to
Let's
crack that
go.
phone tonight is now gone because they're going to the fall festival.
I figured as much.
Okay. So I'm going to assume that you and Grifter are trying to figure out how to get that gun into Grifter's garage. That is
Oh, if
my.
we're at the garage, I could just ROV it out.
Okay.
I was about to say, I mean, we're just gonna pull into his garage, and then he can just unload the 20 millimeter.
Okay. So everybody that is at the fall festival, then, the ladies, I imagine that you all are doing the rounds. The question is do you run into Bunny Boi and Sarah Jane in the corn maze?
Do we know that Bunny Boi and Sarah Jane are here?
That's a question for Bunny Boi. Did he tell anybody what he was doing?
I would have. I didn't have my Quancom on. Grifter would probably have been the only person that I really would have been able to tell.
And he is not overtly communicative as a general rule.
Yeah.
Oh, 100% not.
So I think it's more of a question of, do you stumble upon them at the fall festival?
Can we see them from afar?
Can you see them from afar? Roll
Like,
perception.
can we
then.
just be like,
Yeah.
okay.
Can we sense Bunny
Okay.
Boy's general essence?
That's
I would like to think so.
It's hard to know.
I mean, I'm surprised you haven't installed like a babysitter app on his phone to seem to track him.
I have a
I know.
distinct must.
It's valid.
My perception is garbage. I rolled a 5.
You're just overcome by the fun of the fall festival.
yeah.
That's all.
It's fine. It's fine.
A lot.
It happened to me too.
It's very stimulating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lot
Ben
of
snuck
great.
up on me and I got lost in corn. It happens.
Wait, what did you roll,
Let
Eve?
it take you.
Unnatural 20.
Oh well. How far away would you like to see Bunny Boi?
From space.
Can we just see them like briefly walk into like the corn maze and we'll just sit there and eat and keep eating until we see them come out of the corn maze?
Yes.
It's gonna be like dark. We're
Yeah,
never
basically.
gonna see them. We're gonna start worrying.
Yeah, we're gonna say that you can get your fill of all the best. I'm gonna say that with an unnatural 20, y'all saw when they got the funnel cake, which is how you knew where to go get the funnel cakes and stuff like that, because you put 2 and 2 together. You saw Sarah Jane leave. You saw Ben come in. You saw him leave. You saw Sarah Jane come back. They went off to the corn maze, and then you two are sitting there. I'm assuming eating kettle corn or something, waiting for this catastrophe to come back.
Yes,
Okay.
that's exactly it.
It is about 15 to closing time when they finally come out of the corn maze. The question is, though, Bunny Boi, do you Kool-Aid Man through it, or do you finally eventually get your way out?
Can I roll for it?
Yes.
I really don't know.
Okay, go
I'm
for it.
torn. I want to be sly and be like, yeah, be cool about it with Sarah, but there's only so much I could do.
Okay.
I rolled a 3, so probably Kool-Aid Man. And they're going to be very upset with me. Is this the last day? Last day of the fall festival?
No, it's not quite the last day of the fall festival.
Okay.
But Might be the last day of that section of the fall festival. Oh,
Can I? Okay.
yeah. Yeah, at least you got out.
Yeah.
So Katassi and Eve, when you see Bunny Boy and Sarah Jane come back, they're kind of covered in like corn shucks and stuff like that. Like, right? Like, they're a little dirty. They're kind of covered in corn shucks and a little bit of hay. And like, they're like, Sarah Jane's kind of like brushing herself off a little bit as they're walking back, headed y'all's way. But like, Sarah Jane doesn't see you because she's like too busy like trying to like clean herself off a little bit.
Hello, Tay.
I was just gonna say, can we just like fade into the background and pretend we never saw anything and bring it up at a different time?
Ooh, roll stealth.
I'm kidding. Oh, yes.
Roll stealth.
Oh dear.
I got unlucky 13.
Unlucky 13. Hey, Bunny Boy, you want to roll
No.
perception against their stealth?
I got a 5.
You got a 5.
Ooh.
Good old fashioned 10.
You just catch Eve as it kind of looks like they're trying to duck around the corner. And for like the second time tonight, you feel like you've been tailed. Hey, Titus.
Yes.
Did you send those pictures to Jimmy, or are you keeping them local?
No, I'm
Okay.
keeping them local. I will show him those physically
Okay,
when I see him.
gotcha. What are you doing after you drop Grifter off at his garage?
I mean, at this point, until I can get her to crack the glow, I don't have access to law enforcement databases anymore. There's part of me that wants to go stir up trouble at a bar in Third Eye territory. And there's part of me that says that's probably not the wisest move in the world. Decisions.
I, for one, as the game master, think you going and starting trouble in the Third Eye Bar is a fantastic idea.
I will text Grifter.
Okay.
Actually, I'll put it in the group text and be like, hey, anybody that wants to go, we're going to see what trouble we can stir up.
Yes.
When I'm trying to mount this thing.
Oh, like now.
Contest Raising.
Like right now as in right now, or right now as in after I get done with this?
I mean, how long is it going to take you?
GM, how long is it going to take me?
It takes you a little while to do that. It's going to take you a night or two to get it fully mounted and checked and everything like that.
But what if I don't apply OSHA standards to it?
Then it's going to be a lot of fun when you try to use it later. Or it could be a lot of fun. Let me put it that way.
I want to play with my new toy. Do you think we will need muffins?
I mean, I hope not, because if we do, we have other problems.
Fine.
I mean, bring a piece with you, but
I can bring muffin. Still can play with my new toy.
Okay. So is it understood then that like Muffins is basically going to get into the back of Titus's car?
What time does it?
Well,
No,
I mean it's late.
Griff-
It's like midnight now.
Yeah, but I'm saying like these bars don't close until like 4.
Oh, God,
So
yeah.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about like, is anybody else coming?
I believe everybody said yes.
Pretty sure we're all piling in, but if Grifter said all of that in the group chat, I just want to make fun of him for getting a new toy. And insinuate that it's the giant dildo.
Yeah.
Well, laugh all you want, but when it blows up all our enemies, you're not going to be laughing so much then, now are you?
You're also not wrong that it's somewhat phallic in nature.
I want to specify, so you got the Ass Cannon 9000 then after he says that.
Actually...
That's a death doe.
The butt puncher Mach 5.
I love it. So the question is Bunny Boy, what are you doing? Because I got 4 of you now going. Bunny Boy, you could probably see the group text, but you're preoccupied. So are you gonna finish that and then go hop or what?
Okay, I'm torn. Can I roll perception to see if how's Sarah Jane feeling about this? Like, how's it going? Is she tired? Like, does she want to go home?
I mean, she's a little tired. It's late. You guys spent a lot of time in the corn maze.
We did. That was exhausting.
Yeah.
So let's just, I'll ask her, like, I can take you home.
I mean, if you want to bring her, it might get ugly.
Yes! Yes, I do!
So, do you roll by and pick up Katassi and Eve on the way?
Me?
No, well, whoever. Somebody's got to. Unless they want to take public transit.
Bunny Boy's on a date, so we shouldn't crowd him, right?
No,
So
we
I'll
absolutely
pick up-
should.
No. We're gonna be stand up. We're not gonna crowd him. So I'll take everybody and I'll send Bunny Boy a pin to the place that we're going and tell him to not forget a weapon at home.
I got you. Wink.
Okay. Wait. Eve looks dejected at that.
No, my hair is just too long and it's stuck everywhere.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
I mean, I don't mind going to pick them up. It's
Okay.
fine.
All right, you roll by.
Let me ask Sarah Jane, like, hey, I gotta go do some work stuff. Do you want to come
Wait,
with?
but we
Or
can't
you
all
wanna
crowd
go
into
home?
Bunny Boy, so who's going in which cars?
I
I
am.
figure I'm with you because you came pick me up, I assume.
Yeah. And if you're taking muffins, you need something that's covered.
We're not taking muffins. I told him to just bring a piece.
No, muffins is really like Grifter is just not about it right now.
Fine, I'll not take muffins, but I'm sitting in the back and I am sulking as hard as I can.
You know what? I will buy you 3 drinks. At the
I will
place.
quote my children from when they were 5 and they didn't want to do things. Eh.
All right, my guess
It's a good
then,
impression.
since you guys are all there, my guess is Katassi, Eve, Bunny Boy, Sarah Jane in the Gator, Titus, and Grifter in Titus's car. Y'all headed to the bar. And my guess is that Titus and Grifter get there first since they were already planning on going. And as you walk into this bar, Titus, it's in the Fringe, obviously.
Sure.
What do you like to do?
Well, what does the bar look like?
Ooh, I'm so glad you asked. It is got a linoleum floor that is a little bit busted up in certain areas. It's got
Classy.
Yep. It's got a sort of like hobnob, but okay, like old school wooden bar that runs the length of this like galley style bar. At the end of it, there are a couple of pool tables, and in between, there's a couple of tables and chairs. Otherwise, it's a couple of booths on the other side of the pool table, and there's not like racks of the best liquor in town, but they try to make it look impressive nonetheless.
Well, I mean, my
Sure.
takeaway from the word galley is that this is a pirate themed bar. So I'm going to behave accordingly.
Okay,
What?
it is not a pirate themed
So-
bar for the record.
It is now.
Mostly, well, I mean, I guess I'm going to start up by just heading up to the bar and grabbing a couple of beers.
Okay. Where are you going to try to sit down somewhere? Where are you going to go? You going to sit at the bar?
No, no, we're just standing around.
Okay.
We're mingling.
All right. You grab a couple of beers. Roll perception for me. You both can roll if you'd like.
I think I gotta lean over like an idiot so I can read my dice.
This is why I use the computer.
As opposed to all those times you lean over like an idiot because of gravity?
No, just because I'm an idiot.
I got a 13.
Okay.
I got a 17.
I rolled a 12 plus 1.
As you scan the bar, it is sort of, I mean, it's basic Fringer kind of dive bar, right? There's some people that are sitting there just drinking beers. There's one person that's leaning back in a booth that feels like they're about to fall asleep. They're just kind of like chilling. At the pool table, they're definitely, like, at the pool tables are both taken up by a little bit more of a rowdy group of bunch. And with your higher roll, Joe, you happen to notice a very familiar tattoo on one of their forearms. And I imagine that Titus did not tell Grifter about the one dude earlier, did he?
Not yet.
Okay.
So, as soon as I get an opportunity, I'm going to awkwardly kick Titus in the shins to get his attention and point at the guy with the tattoo. Super discreetly, obviously.
Okay. Titus,
As
you've seen better.
As I'm known.
Yeah. You've seen a lot better. And it's pretty
In
obvious.
this place, nobody ain't noticing shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious that this is a group of Third Eye gangers just chilling.
This is where we need to be.
Yep.
Told you should have brought muffins.
Why? We could take these fools.
Yeah, we could take them more with minigun.
Yes, but then the cops come.
They also have vulnerables to miniguns.
I will flag down a waitress, and for when our compatriots get here, I tell her I need, let's see, Bunny Boy's bringing it dates, that's 2, plus even Katassi. That's 4. I need 12 shots of tequila.
Nice.
Look,
Yes, sir.
I'm just saying, most humans have an allergy to being shot.
Fair. That's true.
I'm not, Grifter, I'm not disagreeing with your point here. I'm just saying that allergy applies to 9mm as well as 25mm.
Yeah, but if you didn't notice, I am human. Muffins does not have an allergy to being shot.
That's also
though?
true. That's
Doesn't
true.
he?
Yeah, she does not.
No.
That's true.
She does not.
You know what? I'm gonna find an EMP gun and see how you feel about it.
Didn't say you didn't have an allergy to EMP guns.
Well, that's still being shot. Your terminology is shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just defined the word shot. Congratulations, you have reached your hashtag educational moment of the night. Brought to you in part by Identico and Angel City Stories.
Can I have a shot now?
I was going to say, about 3 minutes later, you four chuckle fucks walk in the door.
Did she bring me my 12 shots?
She does. She lays them out in front of you on the bar. And as
Anyone else can do 12 shots?
as the four of you come in...
I wave at the 12 shots on the table.
Okay.
And motion to the others to join us.
Bunny Boy Sarah Jane is like, oh my
Is
god,
it a
I've never
race?
been to this part of town. This is crazy. This is so weird. Is this like a hipster dive bar? This is so cute.
Yeah. That's what it is. Yep.
Yes.
She's like, is this a friend of yours? Did he buy us shots already? Oh my god.
Friend is a word. Thank you. This is Titus. Titus, this is Sarah Jane.
Oh my god.
How you doing, Sarah Jane?
I'm doing much better now that tequila has showed up. Oh my god. What do the rest of you do?
That was awkward.
I'm just noting. I'm still wearing the suit.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no,
still-
you are fully dressed right now.
I'm still sulking. And I'm going to be slowly, for no apparent reason, sipping my shot while staring at Titus.
It is well-brand tequila, so every time you sip, it is a reminder of how well-brand this is. So just FYI for that.
Of how cheap Titus is.
I mean, he bought 12 shots in a dive
So it's-
bar.
It's
Would he
basically
have bought more
about a
expensive
50-50
if it was
chance.
3?
Toilet bowl
Look.
cleaner.
They don't have pure añejo here. Okay, that's not happening.
True.
Does Grifter's commitment to literalness, the literal nature of things, convince him to try to petition the bar to name them unwell shots?
No.
Okay.
I'm sulking.
All right. Sarah Jane takes one of the shots and just shoots it back, and you can tell that she shudders it like it is woof. But she puts it back down on the bar. She's like, "Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. It's gonna be like that. Got it." And then she kind of puckers up a little bit, like she wasn't ready, but she was trying to feel cool in front of everybody else, and she's starting to regret it a little bit.
Wait, she's a senior, right? She's over 21.
You don't actually know how old she is. I don't think you ever asked.
We're not really in that part of town that anyone cares.
Okay.
The sudden realization has hit Bunny Boy. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna take all of the shots that were whatever,
Uh-huh.
however many are supposed to go for each of us. I can't math right now. It's okay.
Two each.
Do I have any
I'm gonna
grades?
I'm straight faced.
Wait, you said you're doing
in
what?
Succession. I'm gonna take the tequila shots.
Uh-huh.
Straight face.
Yep.
No expression on my face.
Gotcha.
Both of them.
Roll
I
determination.
just put them down. Okay.
Oh, you want determination rolls for that?
Yeah, I mean, it's alcohol.
I'm gonna, yeah, because I'm just gonna slam both. Ooh, hey, my determination's actually really high. Finally, a recent
16.
roll determination.
What'd you get, Eve?
16.
You take it like a champ. Titus?
Damn straight I do.
Also, 16.
You also take it like a champ. In fact, you guys cling down the glasses at the same time and just kind of look at each other like, yeah, Yeah.
I give Eve a fist bump.
truth.
Hell yeah. And then we explode it.
When I get to
Potato
the
fries.
when I get to the bottom of the shot glass, I'm just gonna stick it in the front of your mouth and just lick the inside out.
Look at Bunny Boy and I go, that's your friend.
Yes. Yes.
Good to the last drop.
Hashtag not an ad.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Then
I'm
quietly,
gonna-
I go to
Go ahead,
Tassie.
Katassi.
Can I, Eve, tamale me?
Follow you anytime. Here you go. Take your pick. Make sure you check the dates.
I'm going to grab the freshest tamale that I can find. I'm going to lick it.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to salt it. I'm
Yeah.
going to re-lick it. I'm going to lime it. I'm going to lick it again, and then I'm going to do both shots as quickly as possible. Then I'm going to slam the tamale.
Okay.
Man, I thought you were just gonna dip your tamale in the tequila, just dunk.
Where was that really excellent idea before I did my thing?
I'm
We're
in
supposed
love.
to be a team.
Hello, I'm in love.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's episode's all about connections. We're making them tonight. We're making
Love.
connections. Titus, I'm assuming you're keeping an eye on the third eye dudes the whole time you're doing this?
Yep, and then while I'm doing that, I text Katassi and I go, any of those idiots over at the pool tables have any glows on them?
Do I need to roll for that?
Yes, please. Let's see what you can do.
6.
16. You got 2 of them that do. And Titus, as you're kind of like looking over, if you're kind of like staring them down a little bit, they're pretty drunk and they're pretty rowdy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which means they're just ripe. You got Katassi.
All right, I'm on text Titus. Looks like I've got 2 of the 3 half glows that are pinging.
Oh, there's like 5
Let's
of them
data
over there.
dump out.
Oh, there's how many of them over there?
There's 5 of them so far, just hanging around the pool table.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you said.
But 2 of them have glows, yes.
You wanna crack open those glows like coconuts?
Yes.
Those war words.
17.
I motion to the bartender, or not the bartender, the waitress.
Okay.
What's the bartender's best drink?
Hurricane.
We get 6 of those.
All right. What you just want to bring him back here or what?
Yeah.
Okay. She goes off, and the bartender you can see starts getting out 6 glasses, and starts preparing behind the bar. With a
Got those
17,
Katassi?
with a 17, you cannot crack the glow. You run up against one of the firewalls that are in it.
All right. Text Titus as much and ask him why he's trying to start a severe weather event.
Well, 2 reasons. 1, handy for a distraction. Also, want to know what they have on their glow. Never know what you're going to find.
Probably glow stuff.
Are they over there
Corn.
playing?
They're playing, but mostly giving each other shit before every shot. Like, at one point in time, a guy walks up and just tries to, like, put his nuts up on the cup and, like, does that thing where he kind of looks like he's humping the corner and stuff like that. Like, you can tell that they're not pool players at all, but they do love giving each other shit.
Okay. I go. So I kind of motion to Katassi and group. I'm like, Bunny Boi brought a date. So
Are we hustling them?
I'm trying to decide what the play is, but I go, here's the deal. And kind of Katassi and Eve, I say, why don't you go do a wellness check for a friend of our fixer today? And this is what I found. And I kind of hand Katassi my glow.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 pictures on it.
Yeah. On that, you
Say that
see-
tattoo look.
Yeah.
Say that tattoo look familiar.
A little bit.
Hand it to Eve as well.
Ah, got it. This the entire bar?
At least those mooks over there.
Do we have a plan?
Not yet.
Want to play some pool?
But that's what I found earlier today. I mean, I don't think it's a terrible idea. I'm kind of trying to get Bunny Boy's date drunk so she doesn't remember what happens if anything goes sideways.
We can always shoot her.
I'm not sure she's of age.
Wait, of age to get her
Whoa.
drunk or of age to shoot her?
Is anyone surprised about that?
I didn't
suggestion
realize
for me?
there was an age of consent.
There's definitely
In
not.
shot, there is an age. Is there an age of consent? Is that a thing?
No.
That's
Yeah, that's territory we don't want to go into.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Hang on. Are you asking if there's an age of consent to be shot?
Just stop.
No.
Stop.
It's an equal opportunity.
Stop. Oh my
Does
god.
she bring back the
Joe.
hurricanes yet?
Yes.
Can we have one in real life?
She does bring back the hurricanes, yes. And I'm assuming you're going to distribute
pass
to everybody.
over-
Yeah.
Yep.
Before
Now
she
this is
leaves,
where I start sipping.
Okay.
I start sipping.
Before
Fair.
she leaves, I want to order Titus a cement mixer.
She just kind of looks at you and like, what the fuck is that?
Bailey's and lemon. Two separate glasses.
All right. I can. All right. And she walks off. And you see her walk over to the bartender, and she puts the order, and the bartender just stares at you for a second, like, what the fuck? And then, like, he starts to walk off and get glasses.
It's a punishment shot. The lemon curdles the Bailey's, and it turns into cement in your mouth. I'm mad at Titus.
Yeah.
All right. Should we go play some pool?
I love that idea. Who is playing pool, and how would you like to do it?
Tassie?
I mean, I'll be playing pool if that's cool, and definitely acting like I don't know what I'm doing.
Nice.
So do any of the tables look like they're relatively open?
The far table looks like it's the one where the assholes are. The front table looks, for the most part, like you could walk up and take that one. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna walk up to that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll grab a stick off the wall, roll on the table, check it. Sure, it's not all janky.
I mean, it's bar janky. It's good enough.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, good
Yeah,
enough.
it's good enough.
You know. Say, what do you like, Eve? 8-ball or 9-ball?
I play 8-ball, but I can play whatever.
Okay.
All right.
Anything on a green
I will rack the balls and offer Eve the break, and then I will text Katassi and say, you want to make another run at those glows?
Yeah, give it a shot.
And worst comes to worst, eventually we're going to start a fight with them and just steal them.
with pool cue.
As you bend over to strike it, Eve, Titus, it is all going according to plan as Eve's striking figure causes some of the third eye blokes to look in her direction.
Shake your tail feather.
And Eve,
think that
I need
might-
you to roll me agility, please, for pool.
Ooh, babe.
Get a good break there. What is
Yep.
my agility? Oh, actually,
I rolled a 22.
$19.
So, with a loud crack, you break open all of the balls, like a really nice, good, solid break. And you hear from the other side of it, they just sit there and go, "Oh, shiny lady." You continue to
Shiny
run up
lady?
against a firewall there, Katassi.
did she sink any on the break?
She sunk 2, both solids.
Nice.
All right, your go, Eve.
So I'm gonna be super excited and like play like, oh my god, I can't believe I just got this. I super hope I get the next one. Your teaching really paid off, honey.
Yes. Love it.
And then I'll just go for it.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll again?
Yes, please.
I got a 6.
So you go to line up your next shot, and it doesn't quite go according to plan, and you jump the ball, you jump the cue ball off of your table and at the feet of the other table next to you.
And Titus just thinks, perfect.
All according to plan.
All according to plan. Yep. Do you go over to get it, Eve, or Titus? Do you like? How do you guys playing that?
Yeah, how do we want to play that? Because I mean, I could walk up to him, but I'm not sure.
No, I think we just go. I think you just say to him, just say, "Hey, a little help."
Okay. Yeah, I'll just be like, "Hey, help over here, please. That's one of our balls."
And he just one of the guys goes and picks it up. She's like, "Oh, honey, you gotta learn. I can teach you how to play. Don't let this fucker over here teach you. I can teach you." And he sets the ball down and he tries to come around and like grab this, like do that thing where they get behind you to like grab the stick and stuff like that. He's very drunk, by the way.
Oh, I'm kidding.
You do what? I'm sorry.
Nothing. I'm sorry. I didn't say anything. There's something in my throat. So the outfit I'm wearing and that I usually wear, like has studs.
Yes.
And things.
Yep.
On like,
see the opener.
Places. Huh?
Yep. See the opening titles.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I keep them sharp enough to puncture skin.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm gonna just lean into one of his arms with my spikes.
Okay.
On one side and just be like, "Oh, how are you gonna teach me if you're behind me?"
Ouch. How hard do you lean into him?
Not like a hip check, but hard enough for him to like actually be punctured.
He jumps back and goes, "Ow, you bite." And he kind of like looks down and he's like, "Oh, holy shit, I'm actually fucking bleeding. The fuck, lady?"
I'm sorry, you put your arms around me. You made this choice.
And he just kind of like looks at you and he's like, "Yeah, and I'll do it again if I want to, thank you."
You go, "That's probably not that smart there."
And before you can finish the words out of it, he's like, "You watch your fucking mouth over there, little man."
I said, "What you
By the
gonna
way,
do?"
he's the same height as you.
Yeah, I say, "What you gonna do?"
I'm gonna come over there and shut your fucking mouth. Oh, I see. He makes like he understood exactly what you're talking about, but he is white as fuck, by the way. Even being in the underground, he's white as fuck.
Is he swinging?
Is he swinging? No, not yet. He's acting like he's swaying. Oh yeah, he drunk as
that drunk
fuck.
sway. That's
Oh
just,
yeah. No, you like when he was trying to like help you, you could like smell it like from a mile away, kind of thing. Yeah.
Say,
yeah.
I look at him and I go, say, "Me cago en tu madre."
The fuck did you just say?
And I kind of have the grip on the pool cue reversed.
Uh-huh.
I'm just looking at him. I smile.
He turns around to one of his guys and he's like, "What the fuck did he just call me?" And they all just kind of shrug and they go, Sarah Jane slams back a hurricane.
How you feeling there?
This is amazing.
Oh, she's gonna watch us whoop these guys' asses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're getting more and more aggressive to you every time. Are you just gonna keep stoking the flames, or?
I don't even. It's not a matter of stoking. I'm just smiling at them. Just standing very still and smiling.
I mean, if the guy's away from me, I'm gonna start playing pool again.
Roll agility for me.
That too.
$14.
You bank one in, and the guy is just kind of like looking at him, and he's like, "Okay, lucky shot. Bet you can't hit the next one." And he's still kind of like swaying and swaying.
I go, keep going. On the table.
I rolled a 10.
You don't hit it in. It's very close to hitting it in. It's like, it's gonna get like on the ledge of the pocket and everything like that. It's just right there. And the guy that was looking at it, he says, "Ha! I told you. See, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. And he turns back to his buddy. He's like, D ain't shit. They're not shit."
I said, I'm disappointed. I really thought he was going to do something. I suppose it's my turn, isn't it?
Do you say that out
At
loud?
least I back up.
Yeah.
Okay. He turns around and he goes, "What did you say?"
So I thought you said you were going to do something, but I guess not. Guess it's my turn to play.
Oh, I see.
And I walk around like I'm going to go shoot a shot. Keep my eye on him, but
Okay. As you kind of like lean over, he turns around, like he's gonna walk away, but he's gonna try to throw a haymaker back at you.
okay, I'm going to duck it and then take the pool cue, the fat end of the pool cue, and put it into his nutsack.
Roll me an attack, please.
You want that as a parry, basically?
Basically, you're gonna have to beat a
Ding
17.
dong.
Okay. Ooh. What do I get? Ooh, nope. Got a 14.
Okay. You don't quite get it into him. You do get it into a little bit of his sternum, but you don't get all of it. And Katassi and Grifter, you just start to hear that, like... And Bunny Boi, I guess, because Bunny Boi, you're not quite looking at the scene, I imagine. You're kind of more like you and Sarah, like, doing your thing right now, because you're like, I brought her to a fight, didn't I? But you're hearing the telltale signs of, like, beer bottles crashing behind you, and that is where we're going to pick up next week.
Aww.
I'm going to make you wait a week to get into a fight, but this ought to be fun when we come back.
We're going to open next week with a bar fight.
Yep.
So stoked.
Get excited.
Yes.
We're going to be a bar fight next week. It's going to be great. I can't wait to see this.
Katassi, like, leap over people and, like, smash them.
I
Spoiler
look.
alert. Dane jumps in and calms tensions. And starts talking about botany.
She starts talking about
And then
plants.
karaoke.
And then karaoke ensues.
You're the one that brought your girlfriend to
In this hipster bar.
In the hipster bar.
Yeah.
Yep.
hipster bar.
Yep.
You're the one who decided to do this while everybody was having a fun time at the fall festival.
I didn't say y'all had to come. I just said I was coming here.
Question: since I entered this bar as a pirate, do my weapons have to stay finger guns?
Not completely, but you do use finger guns when you start hacking. So, that's how you work. So, for everybody that joined us in chat, for everybody that's listening to us on YouTube and in podcast, thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you have a wonderful week. I believe by the time that we see you all again, we will hopefully be somewhat out of this fucking nightmare that we are in America. If you are outside of America, send love and help. For the next week, go vote. Help other people vote. Make sure that
Drop your
ballots off in time.
Ballots off.
Follow up on your ballots as well. So if you were in certain states, when you do that, you can actually see if your vote was counted, if you mailed it in. Follow up on it. It is as simple as you didn't put a period in your signature, and they will challenge it, and that could cause you to not get your vote counted. We cannot stress democracy enough on this podcast. Wherever you vote, at least put your voice out there to be heard. The worst thing you could do is not participate. So, we love you. Drink your water. Take your vitamins. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And we will see you all again here next week.
Bye.
These are the means of production.
Bye. We love you. Good night, y'all.